Hi guys, this is Stefano from Cloud Academy. I'm CEO and founder of Cloud Academy, and thank you for being here today. So that's my pleasure to have this webinar to introduce you to what's new at Cloud Academy, and specifically, we're gonna see what's new in our new UI and UX. So we recently redesigned our website, and I will show you what's new inside Cloud Academy and how you can use Cloud Academy with this new interface. Plus, I want to discuss what's next with you in our Q1 and Q2 in 2017, and I'll introduce you to a few of the features that we are designing for our customers. And at the very end, of course, I'll be happy to answer your questions, and then we'll have conclusions. Let me start very quickly showing you Cloud Academy, so we can go directly to our new interface. Let me quickly switch my monitor. So you should be able to see the new interface. This is actually my dashboard. And as you can see, we redesigned Cloud Academy to make sure that actually you have a different experience whenever you enter inside the dashboard. The dashboard is now the main point inside your account. So first of all, we want to understand a few information about you. So that's a new approach where we personalize your dashboard as soon as we get more information about your goals. So in this case, what is the platform that you are interested in? That's Amazon Web Services, for example. Am I interested in a certification? Yes, why not? AWS Certified Solution Architect. And what's my main goal? So in this case, is actually prepare for a certification exam. So what's my experience? Let's say that I'm a beginner and after I compute all of this with our dashboard, I get a suggested dashboard from our system that of course has something that I already started in my account, so I can continue studying that. But also I have a few things for me, like, one of the things that are a topic for me in this case is of course the learning path for the certification that I want to do, but also a few other things that are probably, the right fundamental for my preparation, like fundamentals of AWS, and also feature content and content that is now trending. So what you should expect with this new dashboard is actually to get new suggestions as soon as you go ahead and keep studying with Cloud Academy. The dashboard will keep changing and keep proposing you new things. So you will find everything that is here on continue studying, but also specific things that are related to your goals or related to your usage at Cloud Academy, based on the fact that maybe you are studying for a single platform like Amazon Web Services, or you're doing a particular thing like only quizzes or only preparation through labs, through hands-on labs. What else? In this dashboard, you can also take a few tips. So you can directly go to Cloud Academy certification, AWS certifications in this case. You can start a quiz immediately, and you can have a few other, of course, suggestions on our system. You can also download immediately our applications on mobile. So we have an application that is available for iOS and for Android, and both of them have a complete experience of Cloud Academy, except for labs, of course. But you can start something on Cloud Academy and continue that inside your mobile application. And of course, you can also refer friends and get a discount on your next invoice. So in this case, I'm a Professional Plus member. Something that I didn't tell you immediately on the dashboard is actually that you can have a tour, so you can be guided inside all the new functionalities that we created inside the new interface. And also, you can decide to hide the assistant and, of course, keep using only your dashboard. As you can see here, you have everything that is like, the current situation, so everything that you should start doing today, but also your progress. And in this case, this is a new account, so I don't have a lot of things, but I can collect everything that I've been doing or I've been studying for at Cloud Academy, like learning paths, courses, quizzes, labs, and of course I can see pending or completed paths that I've done. The Cloud Rank is our system to measure your skills on a specific provider or a specific technology. And as soon as you start using our quizzes, you will see these lines moving and your score, of course, increasing for specific platforms like Amazon or Microsoft Azure. Let me go back for a second to our presentation. One thing that is really important on our new UI UX is actually that we have designed that to be a great experience for beginners and also for experts. So our goal at Cloud Academy is making sure that the content that we produce, but also the experience that we give to our customers, is designed for people that don't have a previous experience with cloud computing. They maybe heard of it and they want to start learning everything from scratch. But even for experts that actually are already using cloud, are already an expert maybe in a platform like AWS, and they want to keep continuing updating their skills with something like Cloud Academy. And as I'm going to show you in a second, what we do is actually dividing our experience through learning paths and library. So those are going to be the two main points of access to our content. Learning paths are a product that, of course, is targeted at beginners. And of course, not only beginners, but that's particularly great for them. Just because you're going to start using them from scratch and you're going to start learning something from scratch till the end of that path. And the library is actually the access to our entire library of content across all the products of Cloud Academy. And that's the best way for customers to get access to a specific content or specific labs that you want to complete, or just go to the library and look around the content that we have, look around the new content that we publish every month, and see what's new. So what we have done with the UI and UX, and again, I'm going to show you this in a minute, is actually start building an experience that is really built around your goals, built around your needs as a learner at Cloud Academy. So it's not only targeted at, understanding what you need to do at the very beginning when you join Cloud Academy, but also at evolving with your skills, evolving with your progress inside Cloud Academy to keep suggesting you new things that are somehow aligned to your progress and to your skills. Let me show you these two approaches that we have taken with learning paths and library. So as you can see at the very top of your menu, you have two voice. Learning paths is actually the best way to start with something that is really guided and structured. And we wanted to redesign all of this based on platforms and technologies. So as you can see here, we have Amazon Web Services, we have Microsoft Azure, we have Google Cloud Platform, we have cloud computing in general. So that's a general category where you can find a lot of initial courses for people that are beginners or courses that are not targeted at a specific vendor. And then we have DevOps. In the future, you will see more and more platforms coming online here, and every time you will get access to one of them, like for example, Amazon Web Services, you will find structured paths inside it. So like in this case, as you can see, you have usually two types of learning paths. I have all the paths that are available and AWS certification. And let me tell you what's a learning path. So a learning path is usually a set of courses, video courses, a set of quizzes, and a set of labs that are ordered together to let you start from the very beginning learning a specific topic. Like in this case, let's say that I'm new to AWS and I want to learn everything that is AWS. I'm going to start with fundamental of AWS. And in this case, we have more than 100,000 people starting with these learning paths. Plus, it's quite long. It's 8 hours of content. And as you can see, I can start from the very beginning with a course, and then I have labs, and then I have study sessions. So in this case, we are talking about quizzes, about questions, other labs. And at the very end, I have also a certificate that I can download once I completed the entire learning path. So if I can go back to learning paths, in this case, always AWS, I can also select AWS certifications. And in this case, I will have as well other learning paths that are targeted specifically at AWS certifications. Of course, you have no limits in the amount of learning paths that you can take and you can navigate them as you want. So I can start something on Amazon Web Services, then I can go to Microsoft Azure, I can go to Google Cloud Platform and start other learning paths. The important thing is understanding that this is the best way for you to get started and to prepare for certification if you are actually new to cloud computing. You can navigate also learning paths from this menu. So if you want to have a shortcut to the single vendors or to the single technology. And as you can see, we have things that are not only strictly related to a platform like DevOps fundamentals or Docker, or even something that is not for technical people. So in this case, benefits of cloud technology for businesses. This is the first approach that is designed for beginners and for people that want a structured approach to Cloud Academy and to learning. Let me show you the content library. So the content library has been designed to show you the entire amount of content that we have at Cloud Academy and let you search inside Cloud Academy for everything that you want to look for in our content. So as you can see, you can get access to our content in this case based on single products. So I can click on courses, for example, and I'll get access to stripes, these stripes that are showing me different courses on different topics. This is, for example, on DevOps. Then I have general courses on cloud computing. And of course, I can navigate them. I can see inside every single card what's the curriculum, what's the description, what's the duration of that course. And clicking on it, I can start immediately. And then, of course, I have also the most recent and most popular courses that have been published at Cloud Academy. If I decided that I want something that is very specific, I can click on Amazon Web Services, and I'll get a specific overview of all the courses related to AWS that Cloud Academy has in our database. So as you can see, we have AWS databases, AWS fundamentals, and I can decide to show all of them as a single page as well. I can select topics or products, so I can decide that I want only courses that are talking about storage, for example, and I'll get only courses that are related to storage. Let me come back. So the other big product and very famous product that we offer at Cloud Academy are quizzes. So in this case, let me, okay. So that's the main page for our quizzes as well. As you can see, I have a lot of different test sessions for AWS for beginners, certification preparations, the most popular, and everything else is divided by services. So in any case, I can navigate all of this, for example, selecting compute, and inside it, I will find test sessions with quiz sessions that are for Azure, for AWS, or for Google, or even for general topics. And I can even select, if I want something that is strictly less than 30 minutes, or if I want to see all the things that are related to Microsoft Azure and related to compute. So in this case, we are actually navigating Cloud Academy for single products, for single platforms, and you can even decide to select specific things based on topics that you're studying or specific providers that you are studying. So in this case, for example, that's for labs, I can see the most recent labs. I can go through something related to a certification, serverless, and so on. And let me show you, for example, the search. So I can decide to search something like AWS RDS. And in this case, I'll get a specific overview of what we have inside our content library for RDS. So the system will actually retrieve everything that is related to RDS. So we might have lectures inside these courses or lectures inside these learning paths that are related to RDS. And of course, you will find all of it. You can get access to labs, you can get access to quizzes, to course, and of course also to learning paths as I showed you before. Let me answer to a couple of questions in the meantime. Could there also be a tree view with just the course group and titles? That's a nice suggestion. So at the moment, we actually have only these couple of views for all our content. So we actually have the ability to select, let me select these filters. So you can actually select something like courses and then decide to visualize all of that with stripes. So somehow having the system helping you, or just the visualization of the entire page. Okay, let me go back to my presentation. So what we started doing when we started redesigning Cloud Academy was actually thinking about a more personalized experience within the system. And the main thing for us has always been designing the dashboard to be your control panel to start using Cloud Academy and to keep using Cloud Academy. What we're going to do next, and so what we're going to do in 2017, and in particular in Q1 and Q2, the first 2 quarters, is going to be personalizing your experience based on your skills. So our system will be able to understand more and more of your skills, will be able to ask you questions to understand your goals directly or indirectly, and use that information to personalize your experience, to give you suggestions, but also to help you track your progress. That's really important. So if you're studying for a certification, or if you're studying to towards a specific goal for your career, we want to make sure that actually you can always have your progress in front of you and you can take actions based on that. Meaning that actually you can have actionable items like, I want to make sure that I understand this specific topic, and the dashboard and the assistant at Cloud Academy is suggesting that. On the other side, we are focusing more and more on building a specific set of features for enterprises and teams. Cloud Academy is used by company in more than 100 countries worldwide, from large corporations to small, medium businesses that are using Cloud Academy for certifications, or using Cloud Academy for keeping their skills up to date, or starting from scratch with cloud technologies. And so it's key for us this year to build more and more enterprise features that are targeting teams inside companies, somehow using Cloud Academy in a very fun way, in a very enjoyable way for them to share information and to somehow share the process of learning something new. Our hands-on labs are a specific technology that we've been building in the last couple of years. We're going to make sure that hands-on labs are going to be available also for a new platform, not only Amazon Web Services as it is today. And we are committed in building more and more scenario-based labs. So what you should expect for the next months are actually a big amount of labs that will be focused on specific scenarios for specific platforms or across different platforms. What else? Of course, content is the most important thing for us in our content library, and learning paths in particular will see big growth in the first 2 quarters with new technologies and new platforms that will be covered. So today we are completely vendor independent. We are focusing on expanding the number of platforms that we cover, but also the number of technologies, meaning not only vendors, but publishing more and more about services like Docker, or about topics like security that can be key for people working in this industry. I cannot really tell you so much about these other points. So let me see what I can do. This is going to be a new learning product that will be available for website and mobile, and we're going to take a new approach for this for all our users. What I can tell you is that will be something very targeted people that want to somehow replicate what they do in their daily job and want to have inspirations on how to build things. But that's going to be a completely new learning product that we're going to launch inside Cloud Academy. And last but not least, we're going to publish the entire roadmap of our new features and new content schedule for the entire year this quarter. So we're going to make sure that we can have the entire set of features that we're going to work on this year and entire set of content that we're going to publish this year live for you. So you'll be able to keep track of everything that we publish online. And that's really all I have for what's next in 2017. The main focus for us, as I said, will be making sure that Cloud Academy is really learning from your goals, from your current progress, and give you access to tools that are actually expanding your skills and following you while you use Cloud Academy. And the other focus will be on hands-on labs and on new learning products, and of course on new content. We're going to have a lot of new content that is going to be published in 2017. Now, I would like to go ahead and ask if you have questions or if I can show you anything specific inside the platform. So we have a couple of questions. I'm working for a private company and have a single account just for myself. Do you have anything that I can mention with my colleagues? Of course. So at Cloud Academy, we have a Cloud Academy for Teams that is a specific version of Cloud Academy for Teams with a dedicated management dashboard. So the best way is actually reaching out to our team and getting to a free trial of the Cloud Academy for Teams so you can evaluate that version of Cloud Academy together with your team. Are your AWS certification courses endorsed by Amazon? They're not. So Cloud Academy is a vendor-independent company, meaning that actually all the content that we produce is produced internally by people that are cloud experts. Usually they have one or more certifications depending on the single platform they're working on, and they specialize in that platform. So the advantage is actually that you can use Cloud Academy to learn about AWS, but you can use Cloud Academy also to learn about Azure or other technologies in the very same platform, making sure that actually we are always independent in the way that we present information. What we do specifically for AWS certifications is, of course, building our learning paths. Let me show you that. We build our learning paths basing all the information that we produce on the official guidelines that Amazon publishes online. So you can make sure that everything that you find inside our AWS certification is going to be exactly what Amazon is expecting you to know inside that exam. Can you show the enterprise panel quickly? Unfortunately, I cannot get access from this account to the enterprise panel. You can find the enterprise panel online. I can show you quickly that going on enterprise page. So if you click on cloudacademy.com and then you click on business at the very top, you will find the ability to try our live demo. So you can actually start using the a demo of our enterprise version immediately online. How do I know if I forgot to watch a lecture inside a path? Great question. So in this case, what happened is that you will not see your learning path completed here in continuous studying. So somehow if you didn't complete something inside that learning path, you will keep seeing that appearing here. And as soon as you complete everything inside the learning path, of course, you will see that under the progress. So you will see here your learning paths completed. Any idea about OpenStack content? That's a great question. So we are working on a few initial courses on OpenStack. I cannot tell you more about a roadmap related to that platform right now. I'm sure we're going to have something in Q1 that is an introduction to OpenStack, but at the same time, it's not going to be a big focus for us on Q1. How advanced content do we have? Are you covering AWS Professional Solutions Architect separately? Yes, so you can find all the AWS certifications specifically listed in our learning paths. So you can find all of them here including, of course, the professional certification for AWS for solution architects. So that's available here. As you can see, you can enter inside a learning path, and this is more than 24 hours of content in total. So it's quite long, as you know, it's required for this certification. Do we have any other question for today? Okay, great question. I'm new to the cloud. Where should I start from? That's a great question. So if you go to learning paths and you go to the very end, there is a few learning paths that we are suggesting to get started with cloud computing. Now, if you want to start today, my suggestion would be to start learning from, cloud computing section and focusing on something that is like, for example, the benefits of cloud technologies to business. So getting started with migration. In this case, you will see all the benefits of migrating to a cloud platform. And then you can go to something that is more specific, like AWS or like Azure. And in that case, you will start with a fundamental course, like it is for Amazon, or you can start with a certification. But my suggestion would be to start with this order, and as you will find out, they're ordered by difficulty. So you can start with this one and then go to all the other one. Anything coming out for Google Cloud certification? Yes, absolutely. So Q1 will be a big quarter for that. As you know, Google has recently redesigned their certifications, and you should expect more coming live this month in February and this quarter in general. So you can already have a few of them here listed inside our Google Cloud Platform section, but you should expect more going live soon. Do we have free material? Absolutely. So one of the things that you can do is actually start using Cloud Academy, even if you don't have a membership. And in this case, of course, I'm logged in as a member, so I cannot show you that. But you will find courses, you will find webinars, and you will find also labs that are available for free. So you can complete some of them for free. And then, of course, we have a 7-day free trial if you want to learn more and try all the content that is available. What is the scope of Google Cloud as a commercial cloud provider? I completed AWS and IBM, Linux, and Azure. Should we explore that as well? That's of course, that depends on your goals and your position towards something like Google Cloud Platform as a technology inside your company. But I think that Google Cloud Platform is becoming more and more important in the cloud scenario, in the cloud industry. And so I think that especially this year, we'll see more and more coming out of this vendor. Therefore, I would start using and starting for Google Cloud Platform if you already have skills for something like AWS and Azure. Absolutely. Any other question? Okay, I think that's all for today. So first of all, thank you for joining me with this webinar today. I want to remember you that we have a community, so if you have other questions or if you have doubts about what we have seen today, you can go to cloudacademy.com/community and you can quickly ask about questions, technical questions, or questions related to cloudacademy.com. We have all our team using that community, so sometimes you find some of our content experts answering your questions, or sometimes I can answer that directly, so feel free to go there and send your questions. I'm also available at stefano@cloudacademy.com if you have specific questions or specific feedback about this webinar. plus, of course, sales@cloudacademy.com if you're interested in our enterprise version, or if you want to get more information from our team on the enterprise version of Cloud Academy. Thank you so much for attending this webinar today, and thank you again. Bye.